Welcome to Myths. I'm Matt Huss.
And I'm Dan Rhodes. Whether you know about Theseus or you're revising your syllabus,
If you want tales with a bit of jest, or you just want to hear about incest.
What?
What? It's really interesting.
Welcome to Myths. Welcome to Myths.
Hello and welcome to episode 129 of Myths Podcast. I'm Matt Huss.
I'm Dan Rhodes, still.
Still barely, but
Barely.
yeah, clinging on to Rhodesism as much as you can.
I am.
What?
Matthew, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. It's been a little while since I've seen you.
It is.
How is life in the Rhodes lane? The road.
See, I like what you were trying to do there,
Thank you.
but it didn't quite. I don't know if that quite worked out, but that was nice. That was nice. That was a nice thing.
I mean, you didn't have to say the second bit. Just say I liked what you did.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yeah, things are going well, actually. Can I just say something? Because I'm actually looking at you right now on the screen. The viewers can't, obviously, but I can see your beautiful face. You are
Yeah.
wearing an orange top that is the exact same top. And I was also... Has it got potatoes on it?
Yes, it's actually a red top, but yeah, it's just a light.
Oh,
it's
from
making
here it
look-
looks orange. And I was
Yeah.
also going to wear an orange top.
Oh,
But I
stick it on.
didn't. And,
Orange Bros.
That would have been funny, wouldn't it? This
I
is
mean-
totally pointless, what I'm saying. Anyway,
for a visual podcast, you still don't know what a podcast is. Like, just because you can see, like, what entertainment value is that added? Like, to be fair, that's not Paul, that's Fred. We don't want to start asking what entertainment value is
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
podcast.
because then yeah, that's true. We don't open that can of worms.
but-
No, but I'm good. Oh,
But whilst we're on the visual thing, whilst we're here, Dan,
Yeah.
I want to show you.
you made a Lego
Infinity Gauntlet. Look how cool that
Lego
is.
Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos' glove.
Yes, it's so cool. I spent 4 hours in this and a lot of money, which my partner says I shouldn't have spent it on, but you know she's not the boss of me.
No.
All of the family
And
said
you're-
it was a waste of money, but I don't care.
And you're
It
a
was-
27 grown man. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and this does say children are allowed to buy it, but adults are allowed to buy it too. Like, and also Lego's very expensive, so how are kids meant to buy it actually?
I was
So-
literally about to say Lego is actually very expensive for adults. Lego. How much does that set you back? Like 80 quid?
Let's not talk about it on the podcast. No, so £60. £60.
Okay,
But-
actually for Lego that's not too bad, but it is only for 4 hours work. But then it is also an ornament that you keep in the office, so it looks nice.
But that's what I mean. I think like everyone just assumed it's just an ornament, but it's not. It's like you put that time into it and you build it up yourself. And also, I don't know, it's something I can have on my streams and stuff like that. And I tried as many justifications as possible to get it into the house. I had to like smuggle it in through like boyfriend points, been like, oh, would you like some coffee? And I'll just kind of hide it in my jeans pocket. I'm like Walter White, but for domestic nerdism. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But yeah, life's going good. Any big news for you, Dan? What's new in the life of Rhodes? How's
What is
job?
new in the life of Rhodes? I actually, as you know, back at the beginning of March, I started a new job.
Oh yes, and how is that going?
That's going very well, but I have now started a new job within that new job as of yesterday.
Oh,
No, as of 2 days ago.
nice. And I thought you were going to say like, how I got into this new job? Well, I've been fired from that new job.
No, not yet. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But
So what is your new job in the new job?
my new job now is, whereas before I was for overseas MI5. Oh shit.
I mean,
Wait, sorry.
not to be technical, but technically overseas.
MI6 is
Yes,
MI,
yeah.
but I was going to say I now go to MI5, but it's fine. I ignore that. Cover story.
Yeah.
I'm still working for the DWP.
Which obviously means dear white people.
It basically does. No, it's Department of Work and Pensions.
Yeah.
I should reference after that joke, I actually have an incredibly diverse workforce. So yeah, there'll be, I should say that actually it's incredibly, Anyway, so I now work for the self-employment team as an enhanced capability work coach.
That's nice. So do you tell people how to get jobs?
I did do that up until recently, but now I'm helping people who are self-employed and are struggling to make their self-employment be gainfully self-employed. They're struggling to make it pay, basically, be
Okay.
it for business reasons or whatever. And I'm in the department that help them with business advice, help them out, make sure that we can get their business nice and running so that they can continue to be self-employed and they don't have to, or I have to make them find other work, obviously, if that's the case. But it's quite
Oh
a
my
fun little job.
Dan, is that why you're doing this podcast with me? You're like, I've seen you struggling for a while, so do you want me to help you out, buddy?
But no, that's the crux of it. So it's quite fun, really. I get to help with like different business things, and it's fun. Help them with all their business needs.
Oh, mate, that sounds great.
Yeah, I'm going to be giving people advice. Lol.
Well, Dan, what piece of advice would you give me in that situation? I come to you and say, look, I'm a comedian, I'm a podcast. I'm doing this podcast and it's not paying great. What should I do?
Firstly, I would listen to your podcasts.
You wouldn't fucking listen
I
to
wouldn't.
this.
I would not. I would not. No.
No way.
I would ask you how you market yourself, and you would send me to Matt House Comedy.
Yeah,
website.
I'll miss podcast at gmail.com.
On this podcast at gmail.com, and I would see that and I would go, wow, what a beautiful website. This person obviously markets themselves so well. And then I would click on the content and then I would be like, oh, this might be the issue.
Yes. It's like, so is part of your brand eating Weetabix quite regularly?
Yeah. And then I would get you to rebrand yourself and personality.
Okay, that sounds great. Let's get on with that. I can't wait to be Vernon Kay. Hi and welcome. I'm Vernon Kay, and this is Not Miss Podcast. There you go. Vernon Matt.
Was that a Vernon Kay impression?
I don't know.
I think I know what Vernon Kay sounds like, but I'm not sure that was.
Dan, that's not. See, this is why I need the rebrand.
And it's weird because famously, this podcast has told us anything is that your impressions are normally spot on.
Yeah, absolutely. like that time in the live special where I tried to do Swedish, it came out as Rastafarian.
It did. Never has the energy dropped in a room
so quick.
So quickly.
But I think everyone could tell my genuine dismay that people.
That was a highlight.
I just miss. Yeah, do check out that episode. It was a lot of fun. Back just before the pandemic as well. But
those were the days. Matt, how are you? Last time I spoke to you, very quickly, you were, and I don't want to spoil anything. You were gonna purchase a property of some kind.
Yes, it's called
there?
Mayfair. I put down £800 for it, and I built a hotel. Dan, good news. I have got an offer on a property, which is really cool.
Very good. That's very adult, isn't it? And you're buying it with a lady person.
With a lady person.
Not your mum, I should say.
Lady person is the name of the property broker. Weird lady people.
It's very adult, isn't it?
Yeah, genuinely though, like there's nothing more like maturing than doing the documents for a house. I honest to God, I am so old and boring. That's why that's why I got the Lego. I was like, you know what? Let's be young again because I'm not ready to be this kind of soured grape. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just so mind-numbingly gnawing. But I get to live in my own house, which is pretty cool, and I get to own a house. And in London, you can never do that, but in the north,
I would never do that. No.
I bought it for £1. So, and I went above offer. You know, they're asking for like a lollipop and.
When does that all move forward, and when will you be getting the keys and moving in?
It does take a really long time. For the meanwhile, it's going to take a little time. So I guess in about like maybe 2 months minimum, I'd say.
Nice.
But
how far away is it from where you live now with your parents? With your mum?
It's about a 5-minute drive away, so it's really nice. Yeah, nice. It's really sweet. Dan, you come up and visit us.
I will. I'm sure it has a down bedroom.
It's my down bedroom. It's a bedroom, but it's more of a shrine to Dan. Actually, it's like my room has just got Dan's face all over it. I've got Dan pillowcases and stuff like that.
Rosie's showing her family around. Here's the Dan room. Oh, don't you mean spare room? She's like, wait until you get inside.
Yeah, there's just like
she's like, oh, I wish it was a spare room. Matt had other ideas. Yeah.
I mean, we don't even have we only have a 1-bedroom house as well. Like, I have to
it's your bedroom, is the dad?
Yeah.
Are you going to get a cat of some kind of animal?
I'm not sure. I think for the time being, no. But I feel I could, Dan. I think I could be persuaded to a dog. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
I feel that
Because you don't want
But-
to cheat on your cat, to be fair. You don't want to be coming back to your mum's house with the cat smell and then
Well-
your cat will get sad.
I did suggest taking the cat over to my house, but my mum was very territorial about it, and she's like, "She stays with me till she dies." I was like, "Whoa, holy shit!" And she keeps on talking about the
Oh.
cat's kind of like not imminent death, but foreseeable death, and like
Yes.
it sounds like a hidden kind of threat there. So like, if you leave, you know what I mean? Like it's. I feel like
How old is your
that's.
cat?
So we're not sure specifically, but I think about maybe 15, 16. She's getting
Okay,
older.
so she's getting older, yeah.
Yeah,
She looks
for
younger
sure.
than that. That's impressive.
Well, maybe about 13 or something like that. But she's definitely got older in the last. But everyone gets older every year. Yeah, that person really got older.
She's definitely got older in the last year, yeah.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot. But yeah, it's really she's a delight. Although she's been waking me up at 3:30 every morning, and now I have to go to work every day. Oh my god, like it's killer. It's like I really just want to go, but I miss the days. Of me
Well,
just
hang on a minute. So you have a job
yeah,
that you have to do every day.
yeah,
You have a girlfriend and you're buying a house with her.
yeah.
What has happened to you, Malhos?
I know at the start, right? What I hate, like at the start of this podcast, it's a very different Matt Horse.
Your life was a mess 3
I
years
wouldn't say
ago.
that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
No,
that.
Matt. I think if we trawled through the episodes, you would find God knows how many mentions of sleeping in your car.
That's not messy. That's punk. That's punk, mate.
Matt, yeah, at the time I think you really thought it was, but I don't know. I think we were just supporting you through your journey.
Yeah, this podcast is more of an emotional crutch rather than a viable
Yeah,
podcast.
we were 2 episodes away from having an intervention where we had to sit you down and tell you that living in your car was not as cool as you thought it was.
Matilda.
Matilda. Actually, for a
yeah.
long time we couldn't say her name, but we just said it. So you.
Well,
can
to
do
be fair,
whatever
that's
you want.
that's the name I used for her in Here Comes Your Man. So it's
That's
actually
true because her
as a
actual
moniker.
name is.
Don't you say it? Like don't. And also remember.
So.
But I've moved on. She occasionally likes my Facebook posts. Let's leave it there, please.
Yeah.
But however, also remember like episode 10 where I was like, I think I might be gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
good
like,
times.
but now
But your
I've
life is different now. It's nice. It's nice, man. I'm good for
yeah,
you.
I've changed so much that, and also like online, I've been doing pretty well. I've been gaining quite a lot of momentum recently, which is really cool, and I really love that. And that means I've got these new people, and they just go, "Oh, what's Myths?" And I had this weird thing where half of me is like, "Do check it out because it's really funny," but also like maybe not the first 100 episodes.
I've been doing that. My colleagues accidentally let slip the other day. Someone was talking about Greek mythology, and I interjected with my obviously very learned. I mean, because you know they say that listening to 100 episodes of Myths is the equivalent of doing a classics degree. I think it was us that said that.
Yeah, what module is Ganymede's tight butthole? You know what I mean?
So I interjected, and I was like, I made it basically. They were like, "Oh, you seem to know a lot about this topic. Well, how do you know about this?" And I was like, "Oh, I've been keeping this secret for long. I get on very well with my colleagues, but I didn't anyway."
Yeah,
so I said it feels like a dirty secret that I have Myths. So I was like, "Oh, well, I have a podcast," and then maybe 10 minutes goes by, and then from the other office. From the office next door, I hear our theme tune, and I was just like, "Oh no,
oh yeah, it's
no!"
Yeah, but now you know it's that kind of the cold ice claw on the back of your neck, being like, "Oh god, dear
Yeah,
god."
I just heard I was like, "Oh no!"
like
Oh no, they're listening to it. They've Googled it after lunch.
it didn't help. Like it didn't really stand up for scrutiny when we first started it. Now, when we're both like a bit more older and professional, I don't know. It's just like I kind of like
Well, no, it seems that way to you because when you tell people about this in your Castival Twitch circles, where you actually have a lot of momentum and a very professional little streaming thing going on, the Myths thing is like a dirty little secret because you're like, "Oh, please don't hold me to the same standard as my current work."
But that's it.
You don't understand me and Dan.
And the kind of jagged nature of it is what sells it. Like it's my favorite thing. I love I love it being rough and horrible.
Um,
And
on that note, Matthew, I think we've got maybe today's episode and the next episode. I think 100. This is 129. I think 130 is going to be our last. So we've got 2 more episodes of the Mayas.
just to clarify, the last one of the Maya, rather than the rather the last one ever.
That's what I just said. The Maya, last one of the Maya.
Yeah, but the way you phrase it was ambiguous for sure. So, but yeah, should we head over, Dan?
Yes, I'll see you on the other side of what will surely be a magical jingle.
Oh, this jingle's really good. Dan, did you make this one? No, I didn't actually. Matt made that one. Oh, did you make any of them? No, I didn't actually. So, yeah. Did your colleagues ask about the league table?
No one asked about the league table, Matt.
Wow.
I'm going to get it to you for your birthday. I've told you this.
Swear, genuinely, if you do that for my birthday, we will never record another one of these. Right.
Oh, funny because he knows it's happening.
But that can't be my only gift, though. Like
no, I'll give you another gift as well.
Okay, because that can't be the only. That can't be the. If that was the only thing you proffered, I would be super pissed off. But it'd be very funny though. But anyway, Dan, what are we doing today?
We are doing a myth called the King of the Birds. How the King of the Birds was chosen.
What if you think what kind of
Again,
bird?
Mayan myth, if that wasn't made clear.
What kind of bird do you think is the king bird? You know what I mean? Because I feel like
Ooh, King of the Birds. I actually don't
penguin,
know.
ostrich.
Yeah, well, emperor penguins, king penguins. So it probably would. Yeah, I think ostrich because they're the biggest.
Yeah, or maybe it could be just
But then we do get penguins.
Like a woodpecker? Good. Like you don't fuck with a woodpecker.
What about a cassowary? They'll fuck you up.
How about an eagle? Brian the eagle?
I mean, Brian the eagle's just more of a
He's had a hard couple of years.
More of he's more of a
ethereal.
He's just
spirit.
a reliable. Yeah. He exists only in mythos. I mean, he literally does. We made him up. But,
yeah, by mythos, you mean myths made by us.
Specifically.
So let's crack into it, shall we?
Okay, yeah, let's do it. You start, Matt. You know what?
So this was how the King of Birds was chosen, a Mayan legend. Dan, do you want to take it away?
Well, I think you can take it away.
Okay, I'll take it away. Long ago in Maya, land, flowers, birds, trees, butterflies, and mammals appeared in other colours and shapes than those of today. Halak Unik, the great spirit, guarded over all of the Maya world. His will was law. One day he grew tired of the constant chatter and the fighting among birds. At a meeting in the centre of the forest, he announced that the birds must choose a king to keep the peace. You just recently watched that film, The Birds, by Alfred Hitchcock, and he was like, you know what, I'm not fucking having that again. Right, King of the Birds, let's sort this shit out.
He's just in the jungle that he created, and the bird song was so annoying, he's like, I've got to sort this out.
That's why he's trying to deforest it. It's like, right, let's fucking get some peace.
Also, it says the birds fighting amongst themselves. What will they fight about? Get off my branch! You get off my branch! That's my tree! No, it's my tree!
It's quite hard to yes and that, to be honest. That's my nest. Yeah. It's hard. But anyway, what must birds be fighting about? Good question. Do you reckon it's like Game of Thrones, but for birds?
Must be.
Of course, each bird thought it possessed the best qualifications. Kolpochi, the cardinal, sang... Do you want to sing this, Dan?
Yes, please.
You're a cardinal. Go
I'm a
for it.
cardinal. Look at me. No one else is as bright red and so beautiful. All the birds admire me. I should be king.
And he strutted in front of the impressed bird audience, fluttering his wings and raising his crest. So this is quite like I like how it says impress the bird audience. Yeah, like a dad on a Friday night in a pub trying to get the attention of a barmaid. And oh yeah, I've just impressed the bird audience, mate. Oh, he'll have another shandy, then I'll drive home. Yeah, and also like it's Dan. Is a cardinal sexy? Because the way it's just raised its crest, that's pretty hot.
It's pretty hot. I'm assuming it means cardinal is in the type of bird, not a Catholic priest.
Yeah, a priest being like, "Hello, welcome. Look at my chest. I'm bright red. Oh, it's bright red and beautiful. So maybe
Maybe.
that's what cardinals are, right? Yeah, Cardinal Wolsey. Just Google a cardinal. Right. So that's So we have Colpucci the cardinal, which is pretty good. Let's see who else is applying.
And can I say, I like how it said they thought they possessed the best qualifications, and his best qualifications was that he was red and beautiful.
Well, like what else do you need?
It's hardly
to
a
be
qualification to be king.
Yeah, can I see your CV, please? It's my skin.
Yeah, I'm red and beautiful. What? Oh, we meant more about your political affiliate. No, just that I'm red and beautiful, please. And they're like, cool, carry on.
I feel like that's like applying, like voting for someone who really has very little personality and no real knowledge of politics. They're just in it for the kind of like I imagine like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean? Like kind of like just doing it for the lulz.
He's
really.
just in it because he just thinks he's qualified because he's attractive. Basically,
Yeah.
That's what we're getting from this. He'll get the votes because he's good looking. Okay, who was next?
Xcocolchek, the tropical mockingbird, trilled out. Can I try this one?
Yeah, of course.
I'm the only bird with such a lovely voice. Everyone listens to me. Yeah. Everyone listens to me. Yeah. Oh, it's not bad, was it?
Not bad. What a lovely voice.
You hated that so much. What a lovely voice. What a lovely, lovely voice. So, enlarging his throat, X-Cole gave a short performance of enchanting and complicated melodies. Let's try that now, shall we? I've got my guitar out. This is what it sounds like. There you go. Sounds a bit like that, but in singing voice.
Nice.
This was going. This is a strong episode. This is one of my favorites. This was a tremendous sensation amongst the birds and went as far in convincing them that the mockingbird should be king. And Dan, let's check in political wise. Do we think that Xcocolchek, the mockingbird, is more qualified than Colpucci?
I mean, his only qualification, other than like I said, Colpucci is good. He's good looking because he's red and beautiful. Xcocolchek is that he's a good singer. But clearly, I forget that we are talking about birds here, so that is quite important in the bird society, you know.
Yeah, what other qualifications can a bird have? I've actually got a good business degree. Actually, I learned how the economics works. Actually, I've got a good tax system in place. All right. Then the wild turkey Cuts strode into the circle and gobbled.
Do you want me to do this one?
Please do.
I'm gonna he doesn't sing this, so I'm just gonna. I can't do a turkey gobble, so I'm just gonna be hardcore. There's no doubt that I should be the king because I'm the biggest and the strongest bird. With my size and strength, I can stop fights and also defend any bird. You need a powerful king. I'm the one.
Oh my god, I've never met a wild turkey from East London. It's fantastic.
And so, throughout the day, various birds displayed their qualities. The only one that kept quiet was Kukul, the Quetzal. This bird was very ambitious and proud. He had elegant manners and a graceful body, but his plumage was shabby. Kukul thought it would be impossible to be chosen as king while he was dressed so poorly.
Oh,
Ah.
I like Kukul.
What is a Quetzal? I've never heard of this bird.
I literally just googled it, and from what I see, it has a red undercarriage, black tail, green upper half, yellow head. It's like the traffic light in a bird.
I'm also looking at it. Oh, actually, okay, fair.
It's very beautiful, you know.
Very beautiful, but clearly back then it was very boring.
Well, it says that the colours change, right? The
Yeah,
plumage,
that's true.
probably
That's
it's going
true.
to change a bit.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like this is like a Stanley in Greece moment. That it doesn't matter about what you look like; it's about who you are on the inside. Kukul.
Yeah.
Too
After
cool for
thinking
Kukul.
carefully, he flew over to his friend,
Right.
Uxtuntun Kinnell.
That's not bad.
I think I nailed that. The Roadrunner.
Meep, meep. I want to make you. I'm going to say this really fast, like Roadrunner. I want to make a proposal, my dear friend. There's a lot here, so I'm not going to do that.
I don't think. Well, it's not the Roadrunner saying this. It's Kukul, the Quetzal bird, the shabby
fine.
bird, is saying it to the Roadrunner.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll try it again. I'll do it half speed. I want. No, it's boring. Let's try. What does Kukul sound like?
I don't know, Matt. This is on you.
I'll do Sean Bean. I want to make you a proposition, my dear friend.
Oh, that goes quite well with the shabby plumage idea. I like it.
Your feathers are so handsome as any birds here, but you're too busy with your work as a messenger of the road to become king. Don't think you quite possess the flair and sophistication that is necessary for this job. I'm afraid I can't loan you these qualities to you, but you could loan me your feathers just for this occasion. After I'm elected king, I'll share the wealth and the honours with you. That's not bad, is it?
So what I got from that, and it might have been your voice that doing this for me, is that Kukul is Jon Snow.
No, it's more like Ed Stark, I'd say. But anyway, yeah, like so, bit of exchange going on, but quite.
He's
fair
like,
one.
I'm not a colourful bird. You have colourful feathers. Give me some of your colourful feathers. Because let's be honest, mate, you look great, but you would never be king. And I'll become king, and then in exchange, I will give you, Roadrunner friend, wealth and happy, like because of you helping me look good to become a king. That makes sense to me.
Dan, have you ever seen a Roadrunner before? Because I genuinely thought it was just like Wile E. Coyote.
No, I have seen them before in the South Americas.
And do they run fast?
They run really fast, yeah. They're quite small, actually, Roadrunners.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Well, I genuinely didn't know they were a real thing.
Yeah. It was a tempting offer, yet the Roadrunner did not feel too eager to part with his plumage. Kukul kept persuading and assuring Exeton of his integrity and fine intentions. He painted bright visions of the riches to come. At last, he convinced his trusting friend.
So it just warmed down over time.
Yes.
That's not
I don't know if they're friends, you know.
Yeah, and like come on.
Neighbours, maybe, but...
Yeah, it's like, for fuck's sake. If I give them to you, will you shut up? You know what I mean? No.
One by one, the feathers disappeared from Exoson's body, and the clever Quetzal adjusted them to his own. Within minutes, they had multiplied and grown so that the ambitious bird was attired in the most splendid costume imaginable, as googled earlier, and beautifully described by Mahos. Kukul's tail hung in a sweeping curve of jade-green plumes. His body shimmered with soft, iridescent hues of blue and green, like the Maya sky and jungle. His breast blazed with the colours of a tropical sunset, and his beak turned yellow as corn. That was very beautifully described, wasn't it?
Good audio description.
Thank you. Swinging even. Swinging his exquisite 4-foot tail in an arc, the bold bird promenaded into the circle where the birds of Maya land were congregated. His entrance caused a hush. Then cries of
"Bravo! Hurrah! Ooh! Ah!"
filled the forest. Halag Eunuch was very pleased with the miraculous change from the quiet, drab bird to this radiant, proud creature before him. Calling the audience to order, the Great Spirit declared...
What voice do we do from again?
I mean, the Great Spirit, so, make it powerful.
Oh, I named the Quetzal to be king of the birds.
A loud applause followed this announcement, and each bird hopped over to the Quetzal with congratulations.
Yeah, okay, can we just pause for a second? Because a lot just happened in the space of 3 paragraphs. Again, I think I was quite right with my Sandy synopsis. So, like, Quetzal, Kukul changed his plumage, and he's just more attractive now, and that made him more likely to be a better king. And also, this guy, this Halak eunuch, he's like very much like, right, I don't want to get into bird affairs, but I'll wait. Like, I'll like, maybe he's just done like, right, that bird there, your king. Let's get on with this. I've got
Well,
shit to
I
do.
don't think the birds are particularly like they're very vain. Clearly, all you need to be a king is be a very good singer or very attractive. So
I prefer the Mockingjay, like because that, or at least like I don't know, have a tough wild turkey king. I'm all for that, you know.
yeah, yeah. But I think he's got a bit about him. I think he'll be all right, Quetzal. I think he's a good bird. He'll be fine. I just hope he's nice to his Roadrunner friend. And repays the favor.
Oh, yeah, some outstanding debts for sure. Finally, they all flew home and left Kukul to begin its new duties. He found himself extremely busy, so he never had time to return the borrowed feathers. In fact, he forgot all about his promise to Roadrunner.
Oh, my worst fears were realized.
One day, a group of birds noticed that the Roadrunner had not appeared in several days. In fact, no one had seen him since the Great Election. They began to suspect Kukul of some trick, so they organized a search. Deep into the forest behind a bush, they found Extuntun Kinil, naked, trembling with cold and almost dead of hunger. Quickly, the birds gave him some black. Wait, what? Gave him some black, like snake bite, I imagine, honey drink to help him recover. When he was able, the Roadrunner told them of the cruel deception played by the Quetzal. He kept saying, "Boy, boy," which means, "Where is he? Where is he?" in the Maya language. All the birds felt sorry for the Roadrunner and decided each to donate a few feathers to cover him. That's so nice. Like, I'm not sure if I'm just feeling emotional the last some days, but that's so sweet. Like, everyone's
really
chipping in.
sweet.
It's feather communism. I love it.
Yeah.
It's
It's really
socialism
nice.
for birds. The Mockingjay even sang a jolly song to raise the courage of the embarrassed bird. Now, I don't like that Mockingbird, because what's just happened here is that it's like, can everyone donate something? It's like, I can't donate any money, but I can do a song. Like, so this trembling song, like, oh, please. It's like, la 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 la, la 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 la. It's like, shut the fuck up, mate. Like, I'm obviously in a hospital bed.
Funny.
And to finish up, that is why today the Roadrunner's feathers are so oddly coloured and varied in pattern, and why he is always watching the Maya roads. He's still searching for that Quetzal that took away his plumage, and still running anxiously in front of travellers, asking, "Please, please." Actually, not still, because the Mayan Empire is dead. So, yes, let's go and rank this myth. Myths.
I also should just say to the listeners that despite, I know you're going to be dumbfounded, but Matt doesn't actually have a live Roadrunner in his living room right now. That was his voice doing that poi poi. That's impressive. That's not an actual Roadrunner.
I think
I don't know what a Roadrunner sounds like, but I'm guessing it would sound like that.
I'm gonna listen to what a Roadrunner sounds. Let's just bring up the. Oh, let's have a look.
It did sound like a bird, to be honest, when you did it. I could believe
nice.
That's what they sounded like.
Bird singing songs. It's quite like a chick, 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 like that kind of sound.
Okay, nice. Well, I like yours anyway. Matt, let's rank this. That was a beautiful myth.
Yeah, although Kukul, more like Kukul cunt. Yeah, I mean,
he was one of the meanest people we've experienced in all of myths.
Because like that's not cool. That's not cool whatsoever. How could you forget? Right? Should it be on your mind every day? But yeah, anyway, so we rank this out in 4 different sections: life skills, morals, creativity, and WTF. So let's start with life skills, which is the practical things we learned. We learned how to save a bird. We learned how to swap plumage. We learned how to become king. We learned how to scare people like the turkey. We learned how to sing like the mockingjay. We learned how to be bright red and beautiful like the cardinal.
We did. So, I mean, is there anything else for life skills?
We learned how to delegate from the king. The king was like, right, we're gonna have a fucking bird king.
We did. We learned democracy.
We learned democracy. Yeah, that's a moral too, I think.
Well, actually, it wasn't a democracy, was it? Really, because it was just the
It's
spirit.
monarchy, surely, or despotism, right?
Yeah. We learned. This was more of a moral about the kindness. I don't know.
I think I think kindness is definitely moral. But for life skills, I'm gonna say a 5 or a 6.
For life skill, I think a 6 actually maybe for life skills.
Yeah, let's do 6.
Let's do. Boom! It's in. Oh, that's a 96. That's quite a lot.
Some morals. I think this is a big one here. Don't forget your friends. Remember what you owe people. I think that's a big one. Also, it's important to help other people out when they're feeling lost and starving, and to help the weakest people in our society. You know,
Yeah.
bird communism. Don't try to be king just on the basis of that you look good. You know. Yeah, and also, Turkey's a fucking boss.
Morals. Actually, there was some really deep stuff, right? Because we had Quetzal. He's a dick. Let's all agree on that.
He wasn't always a dick. Kukul was alright. He's fine. You know, he was not bad. He was alright.
He was horrible, Kukul. He hurt the Roadrunner. And never...
Yeah, but to begin with, he broke bad. That's what I'm trying to say. He eventually broke bad.
But do you think he was always intending to actually be nice to the Roadrunner, or do you think this whole time it was just to deceive him to get his feathers?
We don't
know. Because he did wear him down a lot. We did both joke at the time that it didn't seem like they were friends. It seemed like he was just wearing him down.
I feel that maybe it was disingenuous because he said he forgot, but wait, mate, yeah.
Because we joked about how he was. Oh, it doesn't sound very it just sounds like he wore him down, and I think that's a bad sign. So I actually think he's a horrible person. So that shows don't deceive people. Don't be disingenuous. Don't be greedy.
I'm gonna say it then.
Roadrunner
9. I'm saying 9.
I agree.
Maybe a 10. I'm putting 10 down.
Why isn't it a 10? Yeah, give it a 10.
Yeah, it's deep. It's a lot to it. Right, creativity. How creative is this myth? I think it's pretty creative. We haven't really had a full bird one before, and I have no idea what it's to do with the Maya mythology apart from the Halak eunuch. But I like the bird kind of council. Do you know what I mean? I think that's pretty creative.
I like the bird council. I like that it's a really creative way of describing why certain birds look a certain way. It's like the whole how the leopard got his stripes, his spots kind of thing, right? Or the Maya equivalent. And why the Roadrunner acts a certain way. It explains animal behavior, and in a time when maybe they didn't have the science for evolution and stuff. So I think that's really nice. It was quite an emotional story. Mm-hmm. The narrative was very, very nice. I liked it actually. I think I really enjoyed this one.
I'm gonna say a 6 or a 7.
I think a 7 actually. I was gonna go 7. I really liked it.
And finally, WTF. And shockingly, I actually think this is a pretty lacking WTF one.
It is. High creative, high morals, but very lacking. It wasn't too... it was a bit messed up. Let's not get it wrong.
For sure.
He was super betrayed, the Roadrunner, and it was like it's a bit like a political thriller, this...
Yeah, it was, and I felt really sad for the...
It's like House of Cards, but birds.
And not involving a paedophile.
Well, that we know of.
Let's not defend the man.
No, I'm saying we don't know if any of these birds were a paedophile.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah, good question. Do you know any birds that's a paedophile? Email us at misspodcast@gmail.com. Right. But I think that leave him
we go down some weird holes on this.
Like a paedophile.
He's done it. He's nailed it.
Anyway, we're gonna have to cut all of that.
No, it's not particularly high WTF. I think, we said, it was some interesting stuff happening, but
also what something we kind of looked over how WTF is that the Roadrunner keeps on saying bye, please, which is
That's
where
kind of
is
messed
he?
up, actually. It's a bit like
Yeah.
a Hodor moment.
Yeah, it is, and I think that actually is the most traumatizing thing, and also the fact that
He's so emotionally traumatized. He's got such PTSD that he's messed his mind up, and he can only say, "Where is he? Where is he?"
yeah. So it's not
That
there
was
is
pretty
not,
messed up. How they found him like naked and dead, like dying on the road. Like he got
yeah,
really messed up.
and it's pretty. I think. Do you know what it is? It's the highest WTF without blood being shed. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it's not a gore. It's not outright kind of head on the impaled on the stick, but it's everything else that we're looking for. So I'm gonna say a 4 or 5 for that.
I think
'Cause
a 4.
yeah, 4 is fair.
Boom.
27 in total, I believe.
27 it is. Not bad. Not bad.
And yeah, that's pretty good to be fair for this late in the stage for Maya. That's pretty good. But right, Dan, have you enjoyed today?
I really have actually. That was a really nice myth. I hope everyone
Oh.
else enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's an absolute treat. So, let's go and head over to the final part of the podcast. Which there's no jingle. I just filling for time really. But you can follow us at Miss Podcast on Twitter. Have we tweeted anything for a while? No, but why don't you go on there anyway? And but what we do check is our emails quite regularly. So do drop us an email. Say hello at misspodcast@gmail.com. Do get in touch and also give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. It does massively help. And
Or any podcast service that you use.
yes,
Android as well.
yeah, please do. I haven't checked our ratings on there, so hopefully there might be some horrible comments, but I don't read them. So if you're gonna slag us off, go to Android, go to that one. But yeah, Dan, do you want to wrap up the rest of the episode? Just say goodbye, really.
What I wanted to say was that I've really enjoyed. I'd like to apologise to the listeners that we're not as regular as we have been in the past. We've got busy lives, as we alluded to at the start of this podcast, but we really do enjoy that you listen, and we enjoy doing it, don't we, Matt? And we have a
Absolutely.
great time, and we will continue to make many, many hundreds of more episodes. They will not stop. Myths will,
Like a juggernaut.
like a juggernaut. Yeah.
We cannot be stopped. We
We
won't
cannot
be
be
stopped.
stopped.
We,
So we have all of human history and their myth.
we will
to go
do
through.
them all one day.
We will do them all. But I've very much enjoyed this. Was one of my favourite ones in a long time, actually. It's one of my favourite ones of the Mayan we've done, actually. It was a bit different,
I
wasn't it?
think
It
so.
had,
I think so.
yeah, it was really nice. Thank you so much for listening. I've been Dan Rhodes.
I'm Matt Hoss, and this has been Myths. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Myths, 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 myths.
My mum's just trying to call me, and she's called me twice, and it's just concerning. One second. Hi, Mum. Is there?
He's muted me so that he can speak to his mum. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't tell if he's muted me or just him. So you might be able to still hear me chatting. Let's assume you can. Matt is he's putting his middle finger up to me. So that implies that he can definitely hear me.
Yo, I'm back.